Hey, you guys, welcome back. Can you believe it's almost August? What? All right, so what? I I don't know. I don't know. I thought 2020 went by kind of slow slash fast. 2021 is like it's not holding back. It's wow. But that's not well, it's kind of what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the year 2021. All right. So we're more than halfway through, and honestly, I intended to make this video last month, but I didn't get a chance with all these new apps and things and the whole Jenna accidentally bought Zinnia situation. What's been happening, all right? So I wanted to climb on here and let's talk about how the Square planner situation is working out for me more than halfway through the year. Okay, so I started this planner. What's on the cover of it? Did I color on this on accident? I surely did. Great. So I created this planner in December of 2020. I was in the same office space, but it looked a heck of a lot different at the time. Back then, I was still using Zepeto avatars and a lot of 3D renderings of my characters, which I don't do a whole lot anymore. So this cover is pretty obsolete and needs to be replaced. However, I did so far, with zero plans to change, stick with my Square plan for the entire year so far. In 2019, I created a multi layout planner situation. It was in portrait style because that's where my interests fell. So in 2019, I created a multi layout planner system that I had full intention on using in 2020. Um, I remember being in Michigan at the end of 2019 for the holidays with my in laws. And I was sitting there and I was working on my planner. And I think it was like the last week of December that I was working on. And I was like, I can't change. I can't change this. So, literally sitting at the kitchen table of my in laws at 5 o'clock in the morning, I created a planner for 2020 that looked exactly the same as the one for 2019. I panicked. Okay, I panicked. I wasn't ready to commit to the changes. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I have commitment issues, okay? Or rather, I have issues with big changes. All right, that's the thing. I have issues with big changes. However, for 2020, I was ready. I was ready toward the end of 2021 to be. Get it together, Jenna. At the end of 2020, I was ready. I was like, I need to change this. I'm tired of this same layout. I've been doing it for 2 years. I need something different. So I did it. I sat down. I created the multi layout planner. And not just that, but like a week later, I turned it all into squares. I changed every Lenny Digital's thing into squares. I I don't know what possessed me to do that. I think it was because I was using my planner or my iPad in landscape mode a lot more than I had been before because I would keep it sitting on my desk while I was working on something else, and it was easy to just prop it up with the Folio keyboard. So it was always in landscape mode when I was at my desk. And I was getting ticked off that like my portrait planner would immediately like shrink down like this. And I was like, oh, I can't see it. But I didn't want to switch to landscape for all the times that I'm holding my tablet in portrait orientation. So I was like, there's got to be a fix for this. And then I went, squares. So I created my squares planner and I have not looked back. So we're going to go through, take a few sneaky peekies at the layouts and things that I've done so far, how they've been different, and just like my thought process, where I'm at now with this and where I plan to go for 2022, because holy crap, we're getting close to that deadline too. So let's go ahead. One thing that I did make a solid point of for this year was that I had to make use of my monthly spreads because they're dated but there's nothing else there. So I can't show you the overall, like from up here. Oh, beans. Did I just close that? No. You know how you look at all your things in a row? I can't show you that because I have some stuff that's already filled out for content that hasn't come out yet. So, but my planner when I first started the year was just 12 sequential months, all dated, and then I think 5 or 6 weekly layouts that I could just copy and paste between the monthlies. That's how it started. And so each week has been a different layout. So the monthlies have become so important because I keep things on here like appointments, bills, um, stuff that's due, phone calls, stuff like that that I need to remember that I normally would just write in a weekly spread. I put them on my monthlies because I have to remember to put them into the weeklies as I create them. So this was the first spread I made. Super heckin' cute. And I did make it a point that for all the monthlies, I was going to use my Lenny Digital's monthly exclusives. So I can't show you August because it's already completed, but they're not released yet. But I love these so stinking much. I It was so weird. Like my mind fought so hard. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do the multi layouts. It was like my brain just said no at the end of 2019, but by the end of 2020, like that's all I wanted. It was so weird. But I love how these turned out. So these are the Januaries, and I'm not going to like go through every single spread cuz we don't got time for that. But then here's the Februaries with the Quinn stuff that came out. And then like I said, I think at the beginning of the year I had like 5 spreads, layout options. I think I'm up to like 7 or 8 now. But you'll see a few repeats here and there, just because I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do." But I just look at Shay. Oh, this was the layout for all of 2019 and all of 2020. Obviously, I turned it into a square format, but you can see the first time I used this was at the beginning of March. So I went 3 months without touching that same old layout, which was pretty cool considering how firmly I stuck to it for the previous years. But I love how they came out. Absolutely love. And there's April. Gosh, if any of you guys ever look through your planners and you're just like, this feels like 2 weeks ago, and you're like, no, that was 4 months ago. That's how I feel. These were some of the hardest spreads to do because like there was so little space but stretched into so much. This was tough. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, there's May. Yep. Oh, I guess I really stuck to that. Oh, this is when I started doing the lives on Twitch. These were done on the Twitch stream. If you don't know, I do a live plan with me every Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time on my Twitch channel. Link is in the description. But we sit down and we just plan the entire week together. And that has been so fun. I hated this spread with a vengeance when I made it. But after it was finished, I was like, okay, yeah, I like that. And there's June. Yep, did this one live. All of these we've done on live streams. That's even cooler because now I can be like, oh, I did this one with so and so suggested that I do this way or try to do that. Oh, and here's where we started with the Zinnia spreads. And then here we're at July. This was last week. Or no, this was last week. And then this is where we're at now. So yeah, I can say 8 months later practically that I don't think I'm going to change it for 2022. If anything, I'll try to come up with more interchangeable layout ideas, but I'm absolutely sticking to this format for next year. It worked so well for me because, I mean, when you're planning, like the whole concept is you want to be creative with it, right? You want to express yourself, express your colors. Obviously, you're writing down crap you have to remember to do. That's the whole point. But it becomes like a creative outlet where you're just playing. You know, you're just like in your zen moment, you're kind of doing your thing, making your spread look how you want it to look, and having the freedom to change up how that looks each week has added like an extra level of creativity. Not just that, but it's kind of opened up more doors to the types of kits that I'm able to use. Like this kit's perfect example. This was the, I think, Elizabeth kit from a Goodwin design. This one has so many elements that work for flat lay spreads, scrapbooking spreads, typical vertical or horizontal spreads. But if I was in my previous planner, I would not have been able to make it look like this because it was so rigid in how the days were built that it just didn't lend itself to this kind of organization and just like almost a junk journal kind of look, which I'm totally feeling right now. So I'm going to say it's been about 8 months because I did my January spread obviously before the 1st of January. So it's been about 8 months and I'm absolutely in love. And I got to kind of laugh that people are like, Jenna, do you have any more square layouts? I feel like a square layouts dealer, and I'm 100% okay with that. If that's my legacy, that Jenna turned everybody into square planner people, it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. So that's pretty much my squares wrap up for the first half of the year. We're gonna pretend it's the end of June. Um, and yeah, I'm super excited to keep it going, to change it up a little bit more, and I really dig it. So oh, and if you guys did not see, the extreme planner for this month, as voted upon by the Patreon, has been fully square, build your own planner situation. If you have not checked that out, definitely do so. And I'm pretty sure that when this video comes out tomorrow, the next package for extreme planning is going to come out. So make sure you check that out on the website too. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and peace out, and I will see you next Tuesday. And not in the bad word way. Bye, guys.